Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Just want to say this guide is gonna be for the new players to the Souls series. I'm gonna talk about all the stats, what they do, and which class you should start with, and also some basic tips. With that being said, let's continue. So first, let's talk about status. Vigor is gonna be your maximum HP. Mind is your maximum FP, which you consume by using weapon skills or magic in general spells. I mean, in general, when you use a spell, it takes some FP. So yeah, you know what I mean. Endurance is gonna be your stamina. Strength is gonna be for big weapons, like big swords, a big heavy sword, or big axe. If you're a type of guy who loves to like swipe heavy big swords and dodge and rinse and repeat, strength is gonna be your way to go. Dexterity is gonna be for the lighter weapons. In general, if you like playing a character, fast character, Dex is your build to go. Intelligence and faith is kind of similar to each other. They are both for spells. Intelligence for magic spells, faith for miracle spells. In general, the intelligence is way better than the faith. So if you want to go with a magic build, go with intelligence. Some spells require both, so keep that in your mind. Arcane for item discovery. The best two classes I would say for a beginner, for a new player to the Soul series, either begin a Samurai or Vagabond. The reason for that, all their status kinda in the middle. So let's say if you want to change to the strength build, you can go for strength. In the end, all classes here, it is just a push for you to go to your build, except the rage. Don't choose the rage. It's only for people who want to make the game harder for them. So let's say about the confessor here. You want to be a faith build. So you're gonna take some spells and use some miracles. You're gonna be wanna be astrologer. You have a 16 intelligence, so you're gonna take some spells in the early game, and just to push you for these early spells. Some spells take like 20 intelligence, so you have already have 16. You can go with. Just want to talk about the keepsake before we continue. Keepsake, everything is much useless except for the amber medallion, crimson amber medallion, and the gold seed. As you see, amber medallion has your maximum HP. Golden seed give you an etc flask, which you use for healing. So I highly recommended golden seed, but if you want to go with the amber medallion, it is not a bad choice as well. So I want to talk first about the rolling mechanics in this game. As you see, my guy have a very slow roll. We call it fat roll. That's because he have a heavy armor. Not just the armor, the equipment in general. If you pay attention on the right corner, this is called equip load. Under it, now my load is a heavy load. Now I have to remove or get rid of some piece of armor or my shield, my sword to make it to mid load. Now it is mid load. See the difference here. Now I have a very faster rolling. Now this keep it that in your mind. You have to make this your sweet spot. You have to always make sure you are in the mid load because when you go to heavy load, you're gonna have a really hard time. Your swing is gonna take more stamina. You can't dodge a lot of attacks. You won't be able to dodge them, and you're gonna die really a lot. Now, don't be worried. You're gonna be able to wear more armor or more heavy armor by upgrading your endurance. When you upgrade your endurance, your maximum load increases as well. Last thing I want to talk, there is if you are a light load, there's this like the very fast rolling, but it's kind of useless to be honest with you. You have to take all of your armor and you're gonna be one-shotted. So yeah, always make sure you are in the mid load and for the middle rolling. But flask as well. As you see, add charge flask here, where you use our gold seed to increase our flask. Another thing here, by choosing this, you can choose like how many you need for your FP and how many you need your for HP. HP is going to be the red one, FP is going to be the blue one. If you're using a melee only melee build like Dex or Strength, you're not going to need the blue one. You only gonna need the red one, but if you're using a magic build, you're gonna need the blue one so you can recharge your consuming FP, I would say. So yeah, that's it for the flask. Last tip about flask, I want to say, if I want to go back to my flask, as you see here, I have a lot of consumables. I have to press the D-pad, down D-pad really a lot to go back to my healing flask. You can actually hold the down on the D-pad and go immediately back to your healing flask. See, as you see here, immediately back to it. That's a really good tip. You need to know. It's gonna save you really a lot. The last thing I want to talk about is the minimap. As you see here, there's these golden lines tell you where to go if you want to progress with the story. Some of them are down, some of them on the right, on the left. Because the reason for that, these games, type of games, don't have a straight line for story. You can go which one first. You choose which one to go first. He's not gonna tell you exactly where to go, but at least you know the direction for it. Second thing I want to talk about is if when you enter a new area, as you see this area and not exploring it yet, don't have any information. So the first thing I wanted to go is the statues, so I can take the map from them. And that's how you can get your maps. At least you know where to get them. So yeah, that being said, this is all I got for the basics. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, I find it useful. If you do, subscribe. I'm gonna do all guides for bosses, hard bosses as well. So yeah, see you in the next one.